Hello dear students. In our previous class we have studied about the method of filtration. Filtration method, it is very common method and it is generally used to filter fruits and vegetable juices before drinking them. And why do we filter these juices? Because we have to remove the seeds and solid particles of pulp from the juices. Suppose your mom tells you to make lemonade. Lemonade means nimbu pani. When you are making the lemonade, when your lemonade is fully prepared, at last you filter the lemonade to remove the seeds of lemon. Okay, so filtration method is a very common method to filter the fruits and vegetable juices. Filtration method, it is also used in preparation of paneer from milk. Now how can we prepare paneer from milk? For this purpose we have to boil the milk, and after boiling the milk we have to add few drops of lemon juice to the milk. Now when we add lemon juice to the milk, it gives us a mixture of solid particles of paneer and a liquid, right? The paneer is then separated by filtering the mixture through a fine cloth or a strainer. Strainer means छलनी, right? So पनीर को बनाने के लिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं? हम firstly we will boil the milk and then we will add few lemon drops to the milk. Now जब हम लोग boiled milk में lemon juice डालेंगे, lemon की drops डालेंगे, then the milk will be easily converted into paneer, right? And at last we will filter the paneer with the help of a fine cloth and a strainer to remove the excess water. Now students, the next method of separation is evaporation. So evaporation method, it is used when a solid is dissolved in a liquid. Suppose salt is dissolved in water. Now we have to separate salt from water. So for this purpose, we will use the method of evaporation. Okay students? Now look here in this diagram. Suppose this is the salt solution. This is salt solution in a beaker. Now when we heat this salt solution, the water will get converted into water vapors and all the salt will be left behind in the beaker. So now we have separated the salt from water by the method of evaporation. Okay students? So what is the definition of evaporation? Evaporation is the process of conversion of water into its vapor. Alright. Now the process of evaporation takes place continuously wherever water is present. Water is present in ponds, lakes, oceans and seas. Now whenever sunlight falls on these water sources, due to the heat of sun, the water starts changing into water vapor. Okay, this process is called evaporation. Now evaporation method, it is very commonly used for separating salt from seawater. We know that seawater is very salty because it has many salts dissolved in it, and one of the salt is common salt which we use in our homes, okay, which we use for eating purpose, to make the vegetables, to make the soup, to make many dishes. Now this common salt is obtained from the seawater. How can we obtain salt from seawater? Look here in this diagram. Suppose these are the various pits. Pit means जो गड्ढे होते हैं उनको हम लोग बोलते हैं pits. यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने 3 to 4 और 5 to 6 हमने pits बना दिए. Okay students, now we will fill these pits with the salty sea water. Now when the sunlight falls on this water, the water starts changing into water vapor. Okay, so water will be converted into water vapor due to the heat of sun. After some time, the whole water will be lost in the form of vapors and only salt will be left behind in these pits. So this is how we have obtained salt from sea water. Okay students? Now we can use more than one method for the separation of different substances. Suppose we have a mixture of sand, salt. Okay, we have a mixture of sand and salt. Now how will you separate sand from salt? Firstly, you will dissolve the mixture of sand and salt in water. हमने पहले इनको water में dissolve कर लिया. Now we know that salt is soluble in water, but sand is not soluble in water. So sand will settle down at the bottom. Okay. Now we will take out the upper clear water which is salty in a different glass. Okay dear students, so that method is known as decantation. One more method for the separation of sand from the water will be filtration. Either we can filter the water to remove the sand, or we can use the method of decantation. Now our sand is separated, but the salt is not separated from the water. So to separate the salt from water, we will again use the method of evaporation followed by condensation. Now students, आपने यहाँ ऊपर देखा होगा evaporation के method में, यहाँ पे हमने जब इस मिक्सचर को हीट किया है तो हमें यहाँ पे सिर्फ सॉल्ट मिला है. We have not got water because water is lost in the form of vapor. But when we have to get water, what we will do? We will use the method of evaporation and condensation. Now suppose this kettle contains salty water. इस kettle में कैसा water है? Salty water. Salty water means which have salt dissolved in it. Now when we heat this water, water starts changing into vapors, and when we condense these vapors, they are again converted back into the liquid. Okay, so यहाँ पे हमारा salt separate हो जाएगा and जो water है हमें वो भी हमें क्या हो जाएगा? मिल जाएगा. Okay, so this method is known as condensation. Condensation is the method of conversion of water vapor into its liquid form. Okay, so condensation is just opposite of evaporation. In evaporation, water is converted into vapors, but in condensation, the water vapors are converted into liquid. Alright students. One more very common method of condensation is the appearance of small droplets of water on the outer side of a water bottle containing cold water. Whenever you take out one cold water bottle from the fridge or refrigerator and you keep it outside for some time, what you are going to see? you will see that small drops of water have appeared on the outer surface of water bottle. Now from where these water droplets come from? Actually, our atmosphere, our surrounding environment has water vapor in it. The surrounding air contains water vapor. Whenever these water vapor, they come in contact with the cold surface like the water bottle, they again get converted into liquid form, and we are able to see the water droplets on the outer surface of the cold water bottle. Okay, dear students. Now we will see how much amount can be dissolved in water. Okay. Suppose we are having 1 glass of water and we are dissolving some salt in it. We have added 1 spoon of salt, it will get dissolved. We add 2 spoon, it will also dissolve. We get 3 spoon, it will also dissolve. But when we add the 4th spoon of salt, the salt will not get dissolved. It will remain undissolved at the bottom of the container. So students, whenever a liquid stops adding more solute in it, we call that solution as saturated solution. Okay? यहाँ पे हमने 1 ग्लास वाटर लिया है, इसमें हमने 1 स्पून डाला सॉल्ट का तो वो डिसॉल्व हो गया. फिर हमने नेक्स्ट स्पून डाला वो भी डिसॉल्व हो गया. हमने 3rd स्पून डाला वो भी डिसॉल्व हो गया. बट जब हमने 4th स्पून डाला सॉल्ट का तो वो डिसॉल्व नहीं हुआ. So at this time the solution will be called saturated solution. Okay. So students, you have to complete this table 5.2. In this table you have to write the number of spoons of substance that dissolve in water. So for salt, how many spoons of salt got dissolved in water, completely dissolved in water? You have to write here. Okay. And similarly for sugar also you have to write how many number of spoons of sugar were dissolved in water. Okay, dear students. So this was all about this chapter. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video with the new chapter.